Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm back with another Black Friday swatch video. This time it's the new Kathleen & Co. winter collection. So in addition to the new collection, there will also be a whole bunch of sales happening on the Kathleen & Co. website, and their Black Friday sale starts on November 22nd. Again, all of the specifics will be down in the description so you can plan your shopping accordingly. All of the discounts will be automatically applied at checkout. There's a gift with purchase. There's also a discount on the new collection I'm showing you for a limited time. So I think we should just get into the polishes. First up, we have Toasted Marshmallow, which I was immediately obsessed with right out of the bottle. This one is described as a sheer white polish loaded with glowy orangey red shimmer. This one I did apply over a sticky base coat. I believe I used the Cert Colors Get Ready base coat, and applying this polish was easy breezy. And if you can just see, even on that first coat, the coverage was beautiful, but I ended up doing two, and honestly, I was super happy with the coverage in two coats. This polish has an absolutely fantastic formula, super gorgeous shimmer, and the white is really squishy and fluffy, almost like a delicious homemade marshmallow. So some people might need to take it up to 3 coats, but personally, I really like it in 2, and I do recommend a glossy top coat just to complete the look, and I'm using the Cuticula Limitless top coat over all of my swatches in this video. Thankfully, the sun was out for most of my swatching of this collection, and you can just see how it brings that shimmer to life. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a bit of a golden hue at extreme angles when it's backlit, and then of course in direct light it just has a beautiful red glow to it, which is really, really beautiful. This is a perfect wintry white, and with that fantastic formula, I don't think you should miss this polish. Next up is Spiked Punch, and I just love pink, so I was very excited for this one. It's described as a pale berry base with pink to red to orange shimmer, and that shimmer does appear to be a larger particle size, so it's very sparkly and it captures the light really easily and beautifully. This one builds up really nicely. I am using very thin coats for my application, but most people will be good with it in 2 to 3. It all depends on your polishing style. And this polish is really, really glowy. Hopefully I've done it justice, but right off the bat, it's a really beautiful pink shade. It's described as a berry, but definitely on my skin tone leaned pink and bright and really beautiful and perfect. I really love this color. This dries down just a tiny bit dull, so I definitely recommend top coat to bring out that beautiful sparkle that you get from the shimmer. And it does have a lot of different hues to it just because of the shimmer pigment. You can see here right off the bat there's orange, which I really like, and in the sun it's got like a golden twinkle to it, which again I super love. I love everything about this polish, and it's such a fun inclusion in this holiday collection because I think of pink as very festive, and this polish is definitely a party, like Spiked Punch. Next up we have Blue Spruce, and Blue Spruce is described as a emerald with glowy blue shimmer and hollow flakes. This one has a really fun formula. The base is quite jelly-like, and the shimmer in it is just so beautiful. It's really, really intense, and it kind of contrasts nicely with the base. And of course, the hollow flakes are great. And if you've watched any of my other Kathleen & Co. swatch videos, you will know that I always gush about their brush and their handle. I really love working with their brush. It's really the perfect length and density. It's so easy to work with, and the caps are rubberized, which make it very easy to grip onto. So this polish, depending on your style, could be opaque in 2. I needed to just go over some areas with a 3rd coat because I painted in very thin coats, but most people can probably get away with 2, but you might need 3. This one dries quite shiny because it is very jelly-like, but I still recommend a glossy top coat to enhance the hollow and just gloss it up. Like, come on, there's nothing better than glossy nails, and this color is incredible. It looks like a beautiful forest or a lake, and here you can see it. I think the sun hit on me for this one, but the blue shimmer is absolutely incredible. It works so well in that base. It's so interesting, and I think it's a beautiful tribute to the humble blue spruce, which I love. It's a beautiful tree. Next up, we have Dark Woods, and this one is described as a deep charcoal with plum undertone and emerald shimmer. This one was another polish that out of the bottle I was like completely obsessed with, and when it applied onto my nail, I was no less obsessed with it. The formula is gorgeous. It builds up beautifully, and the shimmer in this one is fantastic. I just cannot say enough about how much I love this entire collection. Every single polish was like a party. When I applied it to my nails, I was so excited to see how they would apply, what they would look like, and I wasn't disappointed with any of these. This one, I contemplated leaving it in 2, but I decided to go in with a 3rd coat, and I was speaking with Mia after I swatched these, and she said she would amp up the opacity on them so they would all be 2 coaters, but regardless, these polishes are beautifully formulated, and this one does dry down a tiny bit dull, so you definitely want top coat to bring back the shine so you can see that shimmer come to life. And I can't wait for you to see this one on the full hand because it is shockingly shifty. So what really surprised me with this one was the blue kind of color shift that I got at the more extreme angles. This one could appear just as a purple toned gray, but honestly, it's so beautiful. It's so complex. The shimmer is incredible, and it's just like a really classy, beautiful color. I just really, really love it. Next up, we have Hygge, and this one is a soft lilac with gold, green, and aqua shifting shimmer. And this polish is so pretty. So Hygge, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if I'm really pronouncing it correctly, but it is a concept of a way of life, and it's all about cozy comforts, support, and love. And this polish is all of those things. The shimmer in it is just so cozy and beautiful and warm, and the beautiful sheerness of the base is just so delicate and ethereal. This one you could leave in 2 coats, or I'm showing it in 3, but to me it doesn't change too much between the 2nd and the 3rd coat, so I would probably just leave it in 2, and it just provides this beautiful, sheer, ethereal gloss to your nails. So I definitely recommend a glossy top coat just to get that beautiful shine. And this is another one that will blow your mind with its shifts. This has really intense blue shifts and green shifts, but it's just one of those elegant polishes that you could even wear in one coat on your nail. You can just layer this in any way and it looks like a beautiful pearl on your nails. I cannot wait to wear this one again. Moving along, we have Hearth, and this one is a purple with fiery pink to red to orange shimmer. Another stunning polish. This one's sort of a purpley sibling to Spiked Punch, and it builds up really beautifully in 3 coats. So as you can see, it starts off on the sheer side, but it builds up beautifully. And the fiery shimmer in this one is just so warm and comforting. That's definitely the vibe I get from this entire collection. Very warm and comforting, cheerful and magical, honestly. I just cannot say enough good things about this collection. If I'm being completely honest, it's my favorite collection I've received for the holiday season so far, and I encourage you to pick it up because just opening the package made me so happy to see all of the colors together. So as you can see, this one dries pretty glossy, but I still recommend a top coat just to bring out the shine. And this one's another one with beautiful shifts that really come alive when you start moving your hand around. So that golden shift really hits you at extreme angles. It's just such a pretty base color with the shimmer. The really extreme angles you will see green, and here thankfully the sun was kind of out, so you could at least see it in natural daylight where it looks really beautiful too. Next up is mulled wine, and mulled wine is described as a deep berry with glowy blue shimmer. So this polish I love. The glow in this one is really, really, really intense, and I'm so happy to finally have a polish with this base color plus the blue shimmer. One of my favorite polishes with blue shimmer is Polished for Days Goblins and Ghoulies. And this one is the pink magenta berry sibling. I love this one so much, and these are my kind of go-to shades when I don't know what to wear. I find them very flattering on me. This one has an amazing formula, beautiful color, beautiful finish, doesn't stain, goes on in 2 coats. So I love this one, can't recommend it enough. And this one I was really happy with in 2 coats. You can see how gorgeous it looks once you apply the top coat. And you can see here, it's so juicy, it's very rich, and that blue shimmer really pops off the nail so beautifully. This was another favorite of mine from the collection. I just love everything about it. I will have to resist buying a backup. Now, last but not least, we have Enchanted Forest, which is a forest green with pink to red to orange shimmer. This is one of the ones that Mia said she would definitely be increasing the opacity, but I loved it as I swatched it. This one builds up beautifully, and there's just a ton of shimmer in it. It creates some really interesting and beautiful shifts, as you're going to see. And of course, the base color is really beautiful. It's a deep, rich emerald, which is such a holiday classic, in my opinion. Any sort of jewel tone, I can't resist at the holiday season. And the shimmer in this one just really makes it stand out. And you can see that after that third coat, the shimmer really starts to pop and it almost looks like a ton of little twinkling lights on a Christmas tree. It does dry down a little bit dull, so glossy top coat will help enhance the shine. There was no issues with staining. That's another thing Mia and I were talking about. She's just like, I would never create a polish that stains. And that is completely true. I've never experienced a Kathleen & Co. that stained my nails. So here you can see all of those beautiful color shifts I was talking about. This one was really entertaining to me. I love that extreme angle with the green shift. It's really beautiful. And here, oh wow, I love that angle. It looks so beautiful. I audibly gasped when I opened this package because I love the color story with this collection. I love the variety of finishes and I just loved every single polish. So picking a favorite or favorites is going to be hard for me. I do genuinely love the entire collection and I can't recommend it enough. But thinking about different elements of what makes a polish really special, I would say I love Toasted Marshmallow. I love how beautifully formulated that polish is. It works so well in 2 coats, which is really impressive for a white shimmer like that. I also think Dark Woods is incredibly beautiful and actually quite unique. I don't have a lot of grays like that in my collection, and I just haven't seen a lot, period, with that good of a formula and intense shimmer. And I think Blue Spruce is absolutely beautiful. I love how the base is kind of this like murky, kind of spooky green, and then the shimmer and hollow flakes just make it absolutely gorgeous. And I also have a few Blue Spruce in my yard, so I just think it's a really pretty polish. I like Blue Spruces. So let me know in the comments what you think of these polishes, if you're planning on shopping the Kathleen & Co. collection or holiday Black Friday sale. Let me know, and happy shopping. Bye.